I'm fairly confident in 10 years we're going to look back on today as a historic day in the gaming industry. Google just announced not just the next generation of gaming consoles or services, I think they announced and entered the next paradigm of gaming. They just announced Project Stadia. What makes this absolutely mind-blowing is the fact that it's 100% cloud-based. There is no console in your living room anymore. There is no buying CDs. There's no downloading games. You simply hit a button and the game starts. Now that in itself is fairly impressive until you hear the actual properties and characteristics of this platform. Google claims that just at launch, they'll be able to do 4K resolution, HDR, 60 frames per second with surround sound. And if that's not impressive enough, in the future they claim to support 8K at 120 frames per second with surround sound, which is absolutely insane if you're into computing. All of this is, like I said, on the cloud, and Google is probably one of the few companies in the world that could pull this off due to their vast, superior cloud infrastructure that spans the entire planet. They also developed a special graphic chip, I believe, with AMD that has a performance of 10.7 teraflops. Now, just to put this into context, the PlayStation 4 Pro delivers 4.2 teraflops, and the Xbox One X delivers 6 teraflops. So essentially, the Google Stadia has more computational power than both of the leading generation consoles combined. It's more than twice in the PS4 Pro. Now what this means is that you can play any game on nothing more than a Chrome browser, and you can have a Chromecast to stream on your TV and seamlessly transfer gameplay from your tablet to your phone, from your phone to your computer, and vice versa. All this is possible, like I said, because of their cloud infrastructure. But the other key component here is their controller, which actually directly connects to their data centers via Wi-Fi. What's equally as interesting as the tech specifications are the features that are possible because of them. In recent years, YouTube has become a crucial platform in the gaming world. It's where players from all over the world stream their own gameplay, millions more come in to watch. The most followed YouTuber of all time, I think PewDiePie, is actually a gamer who does game reactions. So that kind of speaks to YouTube's impact in the gaming world. Project Stadia brings some really unique and interesting possibilities to YouTube. One of the demos they presented at the keynote is the ability for a gamer to watch a live stream of his favorite YouTube streamer, and with the click of a button to be able to join him without any lag time, any download. It could be a game that they've never had before. Another cool feature from what I understood is the ability to share instantly and live stream as you're playing. So just think about that you're playing a game in 4K HDR at 60 frames per second, and at the same time you're streaming the same resolution to YouTube in real time. Another really cool feature that was announced was stage share, which is essentially players being able to recreate certain situations in a game, and you can essentially place your friends into that exact same situation you were just in. So if you have like a really cool shootout on Call of Duty or something, or a racing scene on Need for Speed, you can essentially recreate and capture that exact moment. So what does this mean for gaming? I think this is the equivalent of what Netflix did to Blockbuster. In the future, asking somebody what console do you have will be the equivalent of asking what brand DVD player do you use in an age of Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, right? I also see this as a protocol that essentially could be embedded into smart TVs. So imagine every single TV that's sold comes equipped with a Stadia sticker on it that says we support Stadia by default. You don't even need a Chromecast to play it. So in the future, every single smart TV will be a gaming console as well. So what does this mean for Sony and Microsoft? I think it means pressure. I just talked to one of my best friends, Aaliyah, who works in Sony, and we were chopping it up about this. I think Google's on their ass. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Google is coming for their neck. No matter what the next generation Xbox or PlayStation is, just by the very virtue of you putting out a console, you're already behind, because we're no longer living in a console world. Putting out a DVD disc in the presence of Netflix is, I mean, that's old school. I'm sure, like my friend was saying, there's probably a core demographic of gamers that are going to stick to, their console of choice and the offline gaming capabilities that are there as well. But I think the vast majority are going to gravitate to convenience. If you look at the history of tech, right, everything really comes down to convenience. People want things that have low barriers to entry. I like Spotify because I don't have to listen to CDs and download songs. You just hit play and it plays. Netflix is the same, right? You don't have to wait for hours for the game to download. You hit a button and you're in. That is hard to beat. I think the way this naturally is going to play out between Sony, Microsoft, and Google is the exact same way it's played out with other industries. If you look at Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, it really comes down to exclusives, right? We're seeing this with Netflix and Amazon. So I can expect exclusives being the real point of differentiation here between which platform you choose going forward. If you want to learn more details about the whole project, I highly recommend watching the entire Google keynote, which is down in the description. And until next time.